Welcome to the another episode of Fifth Quarter Podcast. All right, so we just had the picnic last week. How was that?
Dude, it was awesome. I had so much fun. A lot of people showed up. People brought their wives, the kids. So lots of food. We had lots of donations with Gilbert's Lumpia, 150 pieces. Mike donated Jimmy John's. Everyone just pitched in, so it was pretty
hmm
awesome.
Yeah, able to catch the semi tail end of it. Glad I was able to do that. I thought the weather was going to be hotter than usual, but we had a good spot.
Yeah, John got there super early, about 8:30, and we got the spot. We just set up, and then everyone started showing up with, whatever they
hmm
were planning on bringing, and it was great. So
Yeah,
yeah, I had a lot of fun.
looked like more of a family event.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, I know. Like Anna had a lot of fun, and she wished Stevie was there, her daughter. So I wish she was there too, because it was just like I said, like you said, family event, and that's
Yeah,
what we
yeah,
want.
yeah. It was real chill. Nice to see everyone in a non competition manner with their kids.
I think initially we had, I don't remember how many guests, but then I think when I posted the draft will be that day. I think
hmm
a few extra people showed up.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Yeah. So I'm sure at the end of the season two, we'll have another picnic, or maybe it'll be a Christmas party, right?
Yeah, I want to do a Christmas party, so we'll have to figure that out
Mm-hmm.
towards November and see what would work for everyone and figure out a budget and all that good stuff. But yeah, that would be really cool. Maybe even do like gift exchange with your teammates or something small.
Oh, that would be good. Or even
You know what I
a
mean?
white elephant, but team
Yeah.
edition.
White elephant would be fun. We used to do that back home in Illinois, and it's
Okay.
just so much fun. A white elephant. Yeah, if you know what that is, it's just exchanging gifts where you could steal a gift that someone,
hmm
brought. So yeah.
Yeah, those are always fun. We're kind of like just brainstorming this podcast because our brainstorming vehicle.
Yeah, we're overdue for sure.
hmm
It's been pretty busy. So I
Yeah.
finally want to sit down just for an hour tonight, and then next week, so we'll go back and do the podcast at the studio, and then the week after, and then John leaves for um, he'll be out of the country, and then when he gets back, season will start. So right now
hmm
we're just trying to do all the work as far as getting all the jersey designs in, which are pretty cool.
hmm
Getting the names, numbers, sizes, and all that good stuff.
Yes. So for a lot of people that missed the picnic, the drafting was done and performed during the picnic. Teams were set. We're ready to start. With just a few, little logistics that Ron's still working on with the teams, with the uniforms, right? Or the orders in? All the orders in?
I submitted the designs, but I'm still waiting for jersey sizes
Awesome.
for a couple teams. But it shouldn't be a big deal because the graphic artist, he needs to work on it for a little bit. Right now, he's actually working on the Friday League. There's
hmm
an older Friday League, so he's working on finalizing the uniforms for them. And then once he's done, he'll work on ours.
Awesome. Awesome. So everyone's kind of wondering, for those that don't know, what is the thought and the process behind like the team building, the teams. Now we got we got 8 teams now going into season two of PBLCA, right?
8 teams. Yep. What well, how do you feel about your team?
I like my team. Excited to play with Joe. All I know is that there's gonna be a lot of ball movement in our team, so that's good.
Yeah, I could break it down. It was a long process, and I don't want to spend all night talking about it. People
hmm
probably be bored, but then there's data analytics guys, or just guys who just want to know my thought process. And
hmm
next season, we'll get into it later, but I plan to form a few committees, and one would be the committees for the teams and the drafts where we actually cheer everyone up, and then we can just do like a live, I want to say like blind draft, and we'll have
Mm-hmm.
like a draft party. So that would be kind of cool. So, but this season, I really wanted to just make sure, get to know all the players, and players I didn't know, they came out and scrimmaged. They showed up, so we can kind of like review, like, or watch their game, see how they are,
Mm-hmm.
what kind of, skill set they have, I guess. And then from there, which was only a few players, and then from
Mm-hmm.
there, I was able to start the draft process.
And a lot of
How do
these
you think?
players,
How do you think I did the draft process? I'm just curious what people think.
well, I know you know most of the players. If you didn't, you watch them in the scrimmages. Although there's times where a player may what you call not really show their full potential, or some people play differently in scrimmage. But
100%.
yeah, I think you base it on height as well, because height is a big factor in the league, and so if you're a taller like player, you somewhat have a pretty good advantage over other players, right?
Yeah, for sure. Well, when I first did it, I took, so there's 8 teams, 64 players, and I really tiered up all the players. So tier 1 and 2, tier 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8. So I took the first 16 players, that's two
Mm-hmm.
tiers, and really evaluated who I thought were the tier 1 and 2 guys.
Mm-hmm.
And then I came up with that list. And then from there, kind of paired everyone up. So maybe I'll just go through like maybe the first tier or 2 tiers, and then you can kind
Okay, and
of
the
understand.
tier one, to be clear, are the players you thought that are obviously skilled, and you base it on those players. That's the root of the team.
Skills, leaders,
Mm-hmm.
people who people look up to them. Um, they have their voice. They push their players. They're confident guys. They're competitive but yet respectful to their teammates.
Mm-hmm.
No one who gets mad at their teammates. And luckily, we don't have that in this league. But to start, I took the 16 players and I sorted them by age and position. So, for example, the youngest player in our league right now is Justin.
Mm-hmm.
He put point guard, forward, center, and then our oldest is John Q. And he's a shooting guard, small forward. So I put them together.
Mm-hmm.
And then from there, I took the next youngest, which was Callie. You know,
Mm-hmm.
Callie, I think he's Monty's relative. So he's really good. And Mark Gozun, he's the next oldest, and he's a shooting guard, small forward, power forward.
Mm-hmm.
And Callie's a point guard, shooting guard. So that was a perfect fit. And that's like to me, that duo right there is killer. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know if you played with Mark Gozun. He's a beast. He's my age, but
Mm-hmm.
he's a beast. So those two guys, and then that's how I did it from then. But if I found like one the next guy up, the next pair didn't really match if they were like both point guards or both
Mm-hmm.
centers, obviously I'd put it together. And then I took the two oldest guards, which was Joe, Florin, and Rob,
Mm-hmm.
and they happened to be the shortest. I paired them up with the two centers, so Anthony and Jacob.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And then from there, you got Nick one and Ivan, uh, Patrick one and June, which is a really
Mm-hmm.
good. I think that's a great pair too, because Patrick, he's a point guard slash shooting guard, and June is a small forward.
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
VJ and Andrew, they're both very active. Both of
Mm-hmm.
them can rebound like no other. They're both point guard shooting guards who can rebound like forwards.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then Rob, actually, I'm sorry, I put Rob with Ethan.
Mm-hmm.
He was in with Jacob. I put him with Ethan because I know they played together before, and I already instant knew that's instant chemistry right there.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how I kind of built the first teammates,
Mm-hmm.
and then from there, I looked at if you want to say the eighth, like who I thought, not the weakest, but like a complementary, like if I needed a center because I have a point guard, shooting guard, then that's how I kind of matched them up.
Yeah. So you kind of technically somewhat of a fantasy team, but you're building it per team, right? To where like you treat each team as your own, and
Right,
you won't make one super team, but you have to make 8 teams that are like equally distributed and have their own strength, which we have to find out when we play
right.
together.
Yeah, it's pretty much like a fantasy basketball team.
Mm-hmm.
Every team I looked at individually, no bias, just to see. And when I came up the first five, like this was the fourth revision,
Mm-hmm.
and I looked, I was like, man, this is every starting five, if you want to say, there's a point guard, shooting guard, small forward, powered center. There's a shooter on every team. There's a point guard on every team. There's
Mm-hmm.
a rebound, actually a couple of rebounders on every team. That's kind of some of the revisions I made because there was one team that really didn't have rebounding rebounder except for like one person or another who was a little bit shorter. So I kind of like fixed that and then went through. So by the time you're in the third or fourth round, teams are even, and then fifth, sixth round, I have to start taking into account the age, the position, to make every team average 44.
Mm-hmm.
There are
Yeah.
teams, with their main guys are a little bit older, so they have a few, late 30-year-olds or 40-year-olds
Yeah,
on their
I
squad.
saw some of the team list already. Yeah, I'm pretty excited. You know, uh, sometimes people may actually play with their team, and some players may still have some complaint because they don't know their teammates, or it might not be clicking. But one thing I learned from the previous league, the setup is more like every team has their own strength that you have to kind of like figure out as a team and go by that. And that's kind of like the challenge of the team, and that's what makes it unique. And also, there's always next season. Every year it reshuffles. So
Yeah, there's always next season. So if you're on a team you don't want to play beyond, then you're okay because the next season it's going to change. But I feel like honestly, yeah, they're all pretty even.
mhm,
I also had taken into account like last season, I didn't want to match too many guys who are on the same team together. I make notes of certain um, players who don't play well with a certain other player. Not
mhm,
that you know what I mean. Not nothing to do with just on the court. Their
yeah,
skill set is the same.
just doesn't
Stuff like
complement
that.
each other.
It's just a compliment. Yeah. So every team, in my opinion, that I looked at, every starting five is anyone can win. If you look at it, it can be anyone. It's the other. It's who you have to know your role. So
Hmm.
on these teams, you have a role, and you have to understand what that role is. And
Hmm.
if you don't, then your team can't maximize its potential. Because if you look, each team has so much potential, in my opinion.
I agree. I agree. I 100% agree with that. Like I said, I think it's about figuring it out as a team and playing as a team, looking for
Yeah,
the easiest shot possible, and playing defense, and playing as a cohesive unit.
yeah. So I was talking to Pax last night, and he was asking me the same question you just did, how I thought up, about the process, and I explained it to him. And it was
Mm-hmm.
funny because Pax, I consider him a, really good point guard. Like he's smart. He's
Mm-hmm.
always trying to feed the ball or trying to, make that right pass. He can shoot. He takes the right shots, and then he plays defense. Like he has quick hands. So he was kind of like in my pocket. Like as I was going through, I'm just saving like a team that really needs a point guard. boom, I put Bex in. So he's
Mm,
like, like, yeah, he was one of them. And there's certain guys that like, okay, I'm saving this person for, the glue guy. Like, okay, this is the glue guy. So I'm going
mm,
through, and once I found a perfect fit, or that I thought it was a perfect fit, I put him in there, and then towards the end, it's just averaging ages, like four. Not that it really matters, because age doesn't really matter as far as skills. You can be older or younger, but it
mm.
was kind of nice to see that every team is, you know, 44.
Yes, yes, yeah,
So
yes. So it's important to note, I think, that you looked at each player and took it into account, and it gave it a really good consideration on how to put them all together as a team. It's probably not going to be perfect in other people's eyes, but it's never going to be a completely
yeah,
100% balanced team per se.
no,
But it's pretty even on in terms of what each player could do if they play together.
yeah, and that's okay. I understand. It's not 100% perfect. Every team has at least three new players. Small,
Mm-hmm.
really four. Four is the average. But
Yeah.
I've reached out to guys and say, hey, what do you think? And they're like, oh, I really like my team. Oh, I really like my team. How did I end up with this person and this person? I'm like, well, look at the other teams. You'll see why. So
Without dropping any names, have you had any players come to you and be like, "Can you change me to a different team?"
no,
That's good. That's good.
no. Well, yeah, maybe they just thinking that, but if you look too, like I have certain players that they look up to certain guys, so they're on their team, like
Mm,
so
yeah.
um,
I mean, I'm
there's a
really
lot
excited
of,
with mine.
yeah, when I put you on, so you're on Anthony and Joe's team, like those two guys are intense, competitive,
Mm,
high IQ guys, and you're like the perfect mid-range, perfect fit right there. You're the shooting guard, small
mm,
forward. And then Drew for he's what, 5'9". He rebounds like he's 6 foot.
yeah. Plays like a center, technically. Got
It's
that
kind of
inside.
good. Yeah, and then
Yeah.
you got Jello.
Actually,
He's kind of like,
yeah. I'm the most excited for Jello. Like being in the same team. I enjoyed playing with him in Hollow Hollow, like a different league. And
okay.
playing with him again. You know, I'd rather be in his team than against him.
Yeah,
I'm excited
yeah.
about that.
You haven't have you met all your players?
No,
Or
actually, the teams there's a lot of new players for me. I think Monty's cousin, is it Collier Cia? I think I played with him before.
yeah,
Played
yeah,
against him
Cal.
before. Played with him. Played against him before.
Yeah,
The Friday
he's
League.
good.
Yeah, yeah,
I try
he's good.
guarding him, not that I can, but he definitely makes me better. So um, I like playing against him, and he's
Yeah.
a super high IQ, smart guy. So obviously playing with him is even better. But he's young. I'm 15 years older than him.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, but no, he's gonna be good.
All right. So, with this league, there's anything new with this season two? I mean, the teams are set. I know that, and then also uh, the jerseys. The jerseys are going to be reversible, and they are. We have a designer for them for the team jerseys, and the captain is in charge of kind of giving input on the design process, right? Or the design cues, I would say. So that's interesting.
Yeah. So first I had to come up with some team names, and I came up with 12 of them, and then we have a captain's group, and Abe is the newest captain, the newest player, so he got to pick the first team name. And then from there, I did a little raffle, like a draft order lottery, and
Mm,
then players picked their names, team names from there, from the list. So that's how all the teams were picked. And then, those logos, I don't know if you saw on Facebook, I just AI'd those real quick and put them up. And then, yeah, then the design it started. Like I just, each captain just picked a jersey design. A lot of people like are Lakers fans, so they picked the Mamba
Mm-hmm.
or the black with the snake. Bing has a really good one.
Mm-hmm.
Sean has a really nice uniform, so they came out really dope.
Yeah, I'm actually really excited for them.
You
I
saw
mean,
yours, right?
yeah, yeah. I mean, I never, I usually don't get excited for the uniform. I mean, uniform's uniform, but this one, I was really excited for them. You know, it's something we could wear
Yeah.
even after the leagues.
So that's reversible, like you said, it's reversible tops. You got to pick your
Mm-hmm.
color, just one dark, one light. Didn't have to be black and white. It could have been, yellow and black or white and
Mm-hmm.
black. Just one light, one dark. Shorts are not reversible.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're getting warm up hoodies, long sleeve hoodies, dry
Mm-hmm.
fit material.
Dry fit material. Are they the zip ups or just the pullovers?
The pullovers.
Pullovers.
hmm Yeah, so everyone's gonna look good. I feel like I
Mm-hmm.
need to do like introductions every game with a
I know.
smoke
We
machine or a
definitely
fog machine
we might have start having cheerleaders.
and a DJ. Yeah. Well, not to get into cheerleaders, but so I'm a big football guy, and now
Hmm.
they're having male cheerleaders as football guys. So it's like, oh man, you know, have
Yeah, a lot of interesting stuff, and those are included with the league fee. Also the ref, as you know, a lot of the leagues are,
the
and
refs. We're gonna record every game.
mhm,
We'll have commentary
mhm,
every game. It'll all be available on YouTube, so you can watch game footage, which is helpful for teams trying to
mhm,
improve. I know it helps me a lot when I look at myself play. It's like, why did you
mhm.
do that? What are you doing? Like, why are you rushing?
Yeah,
Why did you
and
pass?
you can always relive your highlights and show your kids and your grandkids what you used to
Yeah,
do.
yep. Breaking ankles like Uncle Kevin.
Yeah, so that's always good. And you know, also like the merch for the championship, if you happen to win the championship, you know, you'll that's all included. um Also, you know, a lot of people are questioning the stats and the app. These are the statistics for not only the points, but you know, rebounds, assists, turnovers, you know,
Yeah,
efficiency rating,
yeah.
and all
So
that
we
good stuff.
capture, yeah, we capture aside from points, rebounds, assists, steals, blocks, field goal attempts,
Hmm.
field goal makes, free throw, obviously 3-point attempts. So you can see well, you can see your percentages, your efficiency. So when I was going through the games every week, it's like, man, I need to improve my efficiency. So there are times I wouldn't take a shot because, if I wasn't hitting, I'm like, I need to I need to make a layup first or something because
Yeah, yeah.
efficiency is really bad. Like, especially when you turn it over. Missed free throws killed me last season.
Hmm.
So I'm trying to work on that.
Yeah, that cost you guys the final spot, right? From what
Yeah,
you were
yeah,
saying.
yeah. That's it still hurts. What else? So we're updating. So now there's more games since there's more teams. So to be eligible for playoffs, players will have to play 4 games minimum.
Hmm. Yeah,
Um,
so important to read up on the game rules and
yeah, we'll make updates to that. As far as like jerseys, like if you forget your jersey, luckily no one did last season, but it'll just be like, 2 technical free throws.
mhm.
But if you
Yeah.
forgot your jersey, it's that's what's gonna happen. But if you lost your jersey, that's something else we'll have to figure out.
Mhm. Yeah.
But yeah, and then aside from that, looking forward to building some committees. As
Mhm.
we grow, it gets harder to just manage everything. And since it is a players' league, I definitely want the players to be part of the process of building this whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
So as far as like different committees, like the picnic that we had, um, end of season parties, um, just bonding events. Maybe we have something. This is just I'm just thinking off the top of my head, like a social and events committee. Definitely one like an in-game operations committee works with the refs, our scorekeepers, works with the clock, stat tracking.
So
Sure.
you're vision casting for anyone that that's willing to help out if you have a passion in certain
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not just
position.
gonna, hey, can you help? Can you do this? No, I'm not gonna. It's more of like, hey, this is what we need help with, and if you find something that interests you,
Mm-hmm.
let me know. For example, John, he actually decided to opt out and not play
Mm-hmm.
because he really wanted to focus on making season two exciting for the players as far as media, like
Mm-hmm.
coverage, mic'd up, videos, uh, you know, all the stuff that he does. So he really wants to put more effort into that because season one for him, he thought he could have, did better. But he was playing, and I thought it was great. Yeah, I had no complaints. No one complained. Everything was awesome. But he really wants to really invest into growing, an enjoyable, fun league. With the whole, our podcast and just uh, player exclusive apparel,
Mm-hmm.
all that stuff.
Yeah, yeah, it's gonna
Um,
be exciting.
so yeah, so he'll need help. See if we'll talk and see if he wants to learn about whatever he needs help with, like photography. I would want to know because I don't really know how to take pictures or do videos.
Mm-hmm.
What are certain angles you need to do and stuff like that. Player relations committee, rules committee, like a tech team.
Mm-hmm.
It might seem like overkill right now, but I feel like if we played Tuesday nights and then maybe another night and then tournaments, this would be all for all those leagues. So if we have other leagues or like a tournament, then it's this. We have our committees that help out with all the tournaments.
Yes. So this is PBLCA league. It's about brotherhood, as you say, building a community. It's a players' league, and so everyone's welcome to contribute, not forcefully, of course, voluntary. If you want to, you have a passion for it, definitely reach out to Ron or John, for those opportunities,
Or Kevin.
or me, yes, and then I'll direct you to the right people.
Or Bing too.
Sure, sure, true. So, yeah, excited for the upcoming season. And when do we start?
Right now, hoping September 23rd. I need to
Mm-hmm.
submit the jerseys this week. I figure it will take a month. Oh no, 3 weeks, and then it would ship maybe in 5 days. So I'm thinking a month. So right now it's August 13th, so 10 extra days. But the sooner the better.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll figure out the schedule, reach out to you guys because we'll go through. We're gonna, be playing into the holidays. So, and I'm sure
Mm-hmm.
no one can play
Yeah,
Christmas week, Thanksgiving week. Well, we'll see. I'm assuming no, which is fine.
yeah.
Just we don't want a long layoff though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but that's all exciting stuff. I mean, can't wait to start. And we still having our scrimmages, right? Scrimmages Tuesdays.
Yeah, last what was it today? Last night we
Mm-hmm.
had almost like 40 people, 40 players, and
Good,
we're
good.
actually mixing it up. So next week I think we want to do this, start the team scrimmages,
Yeah, yeah. Kind
get
of
that going.
preseason.
Yeah, so we'll have at least 4 weeks of scrimmages, or probably more. So that
Mm-hmm.
way you're getting into the season, you're already kind of building chemistry, and instead of just playing, right from the start. You don't
Yeah.
even know your player or your teammate's name.
Hmm.
But I think definitely need to have some practices, I guess you could say.
Yeah, yeah. That's good. That's good. Excited for that kind of stuff. So all right. Well, um, that's about sums it up.
Thing else to really talk about. I know we just needed to jump on and get through the since it's season two coming up next week. We'll have a bunch of other topics, more for the players, and then get into other things. Oh gosh, is that your room purple or do you have a
No,
background?
no, I have a background.
Oh, shit, I didn't do that.
Yeah, but your background's cool though. Mine isn't really all that interesting.
Oh, other than that, tomorrow. Okay, you'll play?
Tomorrow, yeah, for
Yeah.
the and then we gotta pick up some adobo from John. So
Oh, okay. How many did you order?
we ordered a tray. We were gonna bring it for a birthday party.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Cool. I ordered just two bowls.
hey, it's pretty.
Me and Stevie.
Yeah, that's good. It's addicting.
I know, right?
Yeah,
It's actually, yeah, it's addicting. I had to
yeah.
like stop. I only ate half, stopped, and then ate the other half a little bit later. I was like, shit, I still can't eat it all. The Chinese group I played with last night, they're really nice. I was talking to one Jay. He's the one I've been talking to. He's like, "Oh, I understand if you don't want to play with us, if because we're not that good."
So they're better.
No, no, they're. I don't know. I only played a couple games with them.
Hmm.
One guy, he's like 6'3",
Hmm.
4. But he was just telling me, the one guy, Jay, he's like, "It's okay if you don't run a scrimmage with us because I know we're not that good."
That's what he's. That's what he says.
Yeah, I was like, "Oh, come on, man."
Yeah, I
So
mean.
hopefully, yeah, season two, as we play. So a bunch of our players play with them. I
Hmm.
told him he wanted to like send 5 players our way. I said, "Oh, it's not really gonna work because we have team scrimmages." He's like, "Okay, no problem." I'm like, "But when our guys are sitting down, I can send them to you. So every 5." He's like, "Oh, that's great." So a lot of our players played with them.
Well,
So
that's
it was
good.
kind of, yeah, it was kind of cool seeing everyone play together.
Hmm.
That was really nice. And then, yeah, it was a lot of people. It was very. I know Bing was probably under a little stress trying to organize the pickup because
Yeah, it's
40
too much.
guys. So yeah, we won't do it. So next week it'll just be teams. So if you don't have your team, then just pick up a couple guys. But there'll be a schedule. I'll make a
Yeah.
schedule.
All right. Later.